guys, so this video is all about series that I would like to reread at some point in my life. So stick around, there are definitely going to be some series that I'm sure you all will guess immediately, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. First series that I'm going to talk about should not be a surprise at all. That is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I love this series. I have talked about it a lot. This is about Feyre, who is a human who's just trying to survive when she comes across a wolf in the forest, and she sees that he's got like weird eyes, he's bigger than normal, whatever, but she has to come up with meat for her family or they will starve. So she kills the wolf and some consequences happen. She gets swept away to the spring court to kind of get reprimanded because she actually killed a fae. Love this series. Especially when everyone's favorite fae comes into the picture and everyone knows who I'm talking about because I feel like everybody has read this series. I remember the first one was my least favorite, but the second one was my favorite. And then I liked the third and fourth, like third and a half, I guess, one. I really loved both of those, but the second one was like my all-time favorite. I may actually reread these next month because I desperately need to jump into this world all over again. I love it. It's beautiful. I need some more Feyre and Rhysand in my life. Next series, again, should really not come as a surprise at all because I do nothing but talk about this. And that is the Veronica Speedwell series by Deanna Rayburn. I'm sure you all are really tired of seeing my face and this book in the same videos. This series is so good. I know this one's kind of a mixed bag. Like, I've had some friends that were just kind of like, meh, it was okay. And then I've had some friends that have told me like, it's fantastic, thank you so much for recommending it. And then I've had some people that were like, this was not at all what I thought it was gonna be, and I'm sorry, but I cannot talk enough about this book. It's so good. Veronica and Stoker's relationship is just perfect. Like, they're friends, enemies, colleagues, friends, enemies, like it's all over the place and I love it. I'm all there for it. The first book is probably my favorite, followed closely behind the last one that just came out, A Dangerous Collaboration. The middle two they were good, but they weren't like my favorites. But I would be interested in rereading this series again at some point just because I do think with a fresh set of eyes, I would love it all over again. And I can just binge through all four before the next one comes out, and I think 2020. So I'm very excited about that. But I definitely want to reread this because I miss Veronica and I miss Stoker, and I really just want another reason to have this in another video. This next one, I don't actually have the physical copy to show you all, but I would like to reread The Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. I loved those books when I was a kid. I think I started reading them in second grade, I believe. It was right around the time that the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th came out because I sat and read them all and then had to wait for those last ones to come out, and I remember that series absolutely devastated me when I read the last one. I was crying, I was upset. It was the most I had ever been like connected to book characters before. It was just so like heart-wrenching to read the story of Violet Klaus and whatever the baby's name is. I don't remember what her name is. Oh no. But I did watch a couple of the episodes of the Netflix version and it just made me want to read the books all the more. So I will definitely try to get all of the, I think Alyssa has all of them except for the 8th one. So I will probably steal those off her shelf and read them over the course of like a couple months because I would really like to reread those as well. That story is actually about the 3 Baudelaire orphans who they lose their parents due to a tragic fire, and they get placed in the home of their like evil uncle. He's like a cousin's aunt's brother twice removed or something. He's this weird, like, distant relative. But they get put in his care and he is only interested in their fortune. So he spends the entire series trying to kill off the children in bizarre and unethical ways. And as a child, I thought it was hilarious and interesting, but it was also really hard to read sometimes. And I think as an adult, I will appreciate it a little bit more. It will be super interesting to see if I like it still. Now this last series may come as a little tiny bit of a surprise, and I wouldn't be shocked at all if you all were like, excuse me, what? I would love to reread the Selection series. I was trash for this series the first time I read it. Oh my gosh, I was invested, I was hooked, I needed it immediately. Like, I just kept going to the library over and over and over again trying to find the rest of them because I was like, I need these. I absolutely loved them. This is about America Singer, who kind of enters the Selection as a little bit of a joke, and she ends up winning, so she gets to compete for the prince's hand. And there's love, and there's betrayal, and there's like, it's just so good. But it's like watching reality TV, but you're reading it. It's so good. I love this series. Don't read past the third book. Like, just don't. Because that's like a continuation of the story. You don't need that. The first three are perfect on their own. I can't say enough good things about this series, even though it's literally reality TV in book form. But I would definitely be interested in rereading this series just if I needed a little bit of a cozy pick-me-up. So yeah, those are the books that I would like to reread at some point, maybe this year or next year. If you all have any series that you would like for me to read, tell me down in the comments below because I would love to hear about them. I always am looking forward to new recommendations. If you all want pretty nails and to be able to support me, I have a link to my Color Street page down below. The colors that I'm wearing today are Portugal with the Raise Your Voice glitter overlay, and then Atlantis, which sadly is retired, so it is no longer available, but they're super pretty and my link is down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!